Hi everyone, my name is Heather and I'm the person behind Happy Puppy Truffles. Today I wanted to share with you guys another fun shikishi or display origami where you can take some traditional origami, put it together to make a really cool little kind of display for the holidays. And I thought I'd do something a little bit more kind of Christmas exactly by showing a little church with the star shining above. And I found this really pretty dark blue color that I thought would be a perfect color for the night sky. And just wanted to kind of have like a little tiny church and the pretty little stars shining above it. So you guys certainly could play with this. You could play with the sizing. You can do different things. You could do a bigger church, all that kind of stuff. I went for kind of a minimal sort of, out in the middle of nowhere kind of feel. But shikishis are just display boards. You guys can use mat board. You can use cardboard. Anything will work. I just found the handmade paper to put here on top of everything. And then I'm using taunt paper for my church. And I've got that completed here. If you guys need to be reminded of how to make this, you can have a little link here so that you can go back and see that. My church was 15 by 15 centimeters. And then to kind of give you guys an idea after that, I went ahead and folded the little tiny cross, and I just used a slightly different shade of lighter brown for that. And to do that, that particular paper was, let's see here, 15 by 0.65 centimeters. So pretty narrow little strip of paper. And with this particular origami, if you've done this before, you know that you do sometimes get a little extra left over. So I wound up trimming a little couple of centimeters when I was done, but that's just point of preference of how things go as you fold. But I'll have a link here to remind you guys how to fold this. It is small, so have some patience as you're working. If you do happen to have like a needlework and magnifying glass or something like that, that can work to help out a little bit too. But that's sort of the smaller little part there for the church. And then I made a couple of little trees that I thought I could have on either side, just to kind of add a little hint of Christmas. And these little guys, the larger one here was 5.6 by 5.6. Let me tell you here, trees. One was 5.6 centimeters. And then I made the other one just a tiny bit smaller. You could do them the same or one smaller. That's just sort of up to you guys. I made mine a little tiny bit smaller just by trimming off the edges. But, like I said, it's just sort of up to you guys how you want to do stuff. But that's the little bit of trees down at the bottom here. And I'll have a link if you guys need to be reminded how to make trees. And then the last little bit is this little star. And I used some gold foil paper for it. You can't see so much of the gold foil when you do this, but I'm going to have it just sitting right here, kind of shining from here. And the paper I used for that was 5 by 5 centimeters. So I'll tell you guys this part too. For the star, 5.5, 5 by 5. And that gives me a pretty good size. I didn't want to have like a giant star floating over the sky, so I thought maybe this size would be about appropriate. So you can kind of see the kind of simplistic kind of scene I was going for here. And then I'm just going to kind of glue everybody down. Now, like for example with the church too, I've already glued down inside here because things do tend to pop out a lot. I also glued down a little bit of the tree so that this part would stick together. So that when I lay it down, it doesn't all pop off of everything as we do stuff here. So let me go ahead and show you guys how we'll just glue everything down, and I'll show you guys the finished piece. But of course, you can go to all the associated links to this if you need to be reminded of how to make the church and this cross. The church is actually listed as a castle. It becomes a church when you have the little cross at the top. And then the trees, and also this 4-pointed star here at the top. So let me go ahead and glue these down real quick, and you guys can get an idea of how I was going to put all this together. So when you're finished, you might have something like this. Like I said, this was just meant to be a really simplistic kind of a subtle sort of display, but you certainly could have had a lot more fun with more pieces of the forest if you wanted to. You could put extra stars in the sky, all sorts of different things, but this was kind of my approach to the whole idea. I'll have some more fun projects for you guys as we get closer and closer to the holidays here, so check back for those, and thank you always so much for watching.